Yo, what's going on, guys? It's CodMyMan here, and today the new trailer came out. So, as a cinematic creator, I wanted to see, just kind of blind react it and give you my thoughts, give you my ideas. I've heard some sprinkles and things that there's some new cinematic stuff, some new things, visual stuff. But also, I think it would be unique to get a perspective from someone who's been doing this for 10 years and kind of give you more in-depth and how they shoot the trailer and stuff. But I have never seen it. I turned my phone off the entire day. I slept through the entire day so that I could make this video so that, you know, it's as genuine as possible. I haven't seen a single thing about it. I made sure to not check Discord, check anything. But without further ado, I'm going to take a look at this trailer and we'll see now. I'm going to just watch it through uninterrupted and then we'll piece it apart. Okay. Ooh, new. There's some mocap here. Eagle. Oh. Visuals look better. What? They brought it in? Why? What? They actually added the night shot? Oh, and then naval.
Yeah, okay.
What? I don't even know what that is, but okay, afterburner is much needed. Helicopter, okay. Dude, I thought out of everything, that was not going to be the thing that they added. How are they going to balance that? How are they going to do the stealth? Okay, so a couple of ideas. I don't know if this is the color correction, but the fidelity looks increased here. This looks like a new map, I think. I can't really tell. This might be Abandoned Factory, but this looks higher fidelity. I know the color corrections kind of seeming as moodier, but the shadows seem better. It looks a bit better. This looks a lot better. This could be, again, color correction, but something is in my eye is telling me that they've improved the lighting. And that's just kind of evident throughout the video. But it still looks like War Thunder, but something looks better. Okay, so there's a new this is a long time coming because they've been using the same runways in the last 7-8 years. So this is nice. This is a nice detail touch, you know, more immersive. One thing I noticed, it's shot really well. It's shot really well. That transition's really unique. That's something that I would do. If you just take a closer look at it, they just kind of put an overlay here. You can see, yeah, very, very nice. Very well done. The high fidelity. Lighting looks a little bit different here, but you can see where the lighting falls short kind of in the background. Sorry, I forgot one thing. This is edited post-haste. Odd pointed it out because I'm a little bit of a doofus. Ray tracing? There might be some... I can't get over how yellow I am. Jesus. I don't have liver failure. It's just the color corrections off. The ray tracing, reflections. Look at the reflections here. I'm just going to ignore this because this looks very out of place. It just doesn't... the lighting's not matching up with this lighting here, but the reflections are really detailed. And I know there's been ray tracing in the files, so... And this leads me to believe that ray tracing. But anyway, back to the video. Very, very like 2012 Transformers color grading here with the teal and blue. Very, very much so. So this is mocapped. If you guys don't know, they actually made the they made rigs that you could mocap with in their CDK. They also have tools. They also have tools built in their engine that like only the trailer department uses. That like someone like me or anyone else, even if they're in tier 3 max tier, they don't have access to. So if you're wondering like why these look different, is because I'm using the tools they've given to me, or that they given to everyone, and these guys get some really refined tools. I don't know what it is. Obviously, they're not going to tell us. So this is what I think the Strike Eagle. I'm not super familiar with modern jets. I'm more of a World War II guy. But you can kind of tell it's more modern. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm more talking about the visual. The visuals here look great. One thing I noticed is all of the shots are differently color graded, which is really cool. You can have a little bit of motion blur here. You can always tell. I think they shot these in 30. Yeah, I think they shot these in 30. This is interesting. So I don't know what they're teasing here. I know that you've always been able to do, like in the CDK, you can adjust the weather on the fly like this, but these shadows are higher fidelity. There's a lot more fidelity in these, in this stuff. And it's smooth, you know, more naturally. Cause I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but in a certain video or in a certain match, sometimes the sun just goes, meh. Like just randomly, it'll just go, meh. You know, the clouds move like 10 miles and you're like, what the hell is going on? That's just because the way the engine works. So I'm hoping to get a little bit more fidelity out here. The one thing I'm going to speak on, the thing that I'm really excited about. So, I mean, this has to be a purposeful shot, right? There's no way that this shot is not purposeful. It's like, oh, our fidelity's increasing. This is either referencing our fidelity is better or it's teasing a vehicle. But I personally like to believe that as someone who's kind of does trailers and does teasers, that they are kind of referencing, hey, the graphics a little bit better. Plus, look at this cool vehicle. So they're kind of doing a 2-in-1 here. So a little bit more effects here. I don't know if anything's changed here. So this is a great example of, this is not software. This is hardware. You can't really do this level of motion blur in, oh, hold on. I might have caught a mistake here, actually. I might take back what I said. Playback speed 2.5. Whatever they use for their motion blur, whether it be built into the engine or if it's software, it does a really good job. Because usually motion blur, what it does is it leaves a pretty, like any post effects motion blur, it leaves a really like fat trail between the edge of the vehicle and the background here. This confuses me. This really confuses me. I don't know what's going on here, but that's okay. No one's gonna notice that. That's just me nitpicking, right? I mean, this trailer is 10 times what I can make, so I can't be. But I think I want to believe that this motion blur is in game and they coded it specifically in game, but that might change things. But it's just really good because if you look at my motion blur compared to theirs, theirs is a lot more refined. And I mean, I'm using what's available to me, and what I know. So I mean, maybe there's something I don't know. But yeah, this is internal motion blur. This is At least to my knowledge, this is really refined. This is a specific tool used by them, created by them. I know they edit in, I'm pretty sure they edit in DaVinci Resolve. So interesting thing here is this depth of field. Oh, you know what? No, I know what they did. Never mind. I was like, oh, depth of field, depth of field. No, you know what they did is they put a mask. They put a mask right here. And then they blurred it, I'm pretty sure. Because if you look right here, you can see how this is not masked, but this is. Yeah, they just did a mask. So never mind. I got really excited for like a custom depth of field thing, but no. The clouds look a bit better, but I think they can keep in mind, if you're wondering why your clouds like this don't look in game, they can fine tune the clouds in the CDK. They can have such a really custom, they can have a very custom, unique experience. So they can specifically recreate exactly this over and over again. The only reason I know that is because I've done the CDK for 10 years and I hate it. I have no idea what this is, but it looks cool. Really well placed shot here with the detail. Good line, you know, good use of lines like eye lines, good use of just like framing, excellently done. This is obviously a professional thought about this specifically. That was really good. So I know a little bit about this plane. This is what I came to see. This is going to make my stuff look a bit better. Well, a lot better, actually. Odd was talking to me about it. He's like, dude, there's going to be something, but I don't think he's referencing this. There's going to be stuff that's going to make your stuff look better. This is going to look really cool. Whether it be, I don't know if it's going to be on props as much, but this, I'm excited to play with that. Some other mocap stuff. I mean, you can see like right here, you know, as much as they hide it, there's still the LOD stuff. I mean, the trailer guys are working against the engine of the game here. My biggest ask, and I know they're not going to do it, is if they could just refine the replay system. Everyone's been asking it for 10 years. I've been asking it for 10 years. You know, just refine it just a bit. It's a really, I will come out and say that it is a really powerful tool in the right hands. But it's just missing that polish. If it could just have that polish and everything could be more cohesive, that would be a really, really, really good change to the game. And if I could just have detail sliders and just like a slider for depth of field, the biggest gripe is that depth of field is a one-all be-all. I kind of want to have a little custom. I know you guys can do it in Enlisted. You can do a lot of stuff in Enlisted. It's running on a very similar engine. It's running on, I think, the same engine, but just newer. If you guys could just work with the Enlisted devs, I mean, this is a pipe dream, right? And just refine it a little bit. I would be eternally grateful. But yeah, it's just the detail in the back. This is why, if you look at my cinematics, a lot of it is pointed up at the sky, is because if you look here and pause here, you know, you need to have motion blur, or else you see these like 144p JPEG planes or trees. Jesus. This, very excited. I really like the little pan out right there. That was really good. What I'm always been jealous of is how smooth their pans and their shakes are. I just can't replicate it. And no, I don't really want to replicate it, but I just want to know how they do it. I think they use DaVinci. I use After Effects and Sony Vegas, so it's a little bit different for me. I know, weird combo, don't flame me. But they, you know, they're very lucid with how they move. And their tracks are really good. I think they have some certain keyframing software that I don't, or that other people don't have. But like you can tell some of these are just like the normal things, just with excellent color grading, excellent shake and stuff like that. That was cool. Yeah, see this motion blur right here. I caught something. I don't know. Maybe it's an advanced motion blur that I've never seen. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments? Let me know. Someone who knows more than me, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I just can't tell because look, it's like glitching, right? But this could be a hardware glitch and a software glitch as well. Yeah, because again, this is the line of the tree. Yeah, all right, this is hardware. So they have hardware motion blur. A software wouldn't be able to do this. Software wouldn't be able to do this. Oh, wait, no, I lied. Software could definitely be able to do this. I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, obviously there's a little bit of small imperfect. I mean, you can't really just nitpick and be like, hey, actually, you made small. No, that's a really, but yeah, when stuff is moving in front, I just can't tell because both software and hardware could do this. So I don't know. But really good looking afterburners. I mean, it's been a long time coming. But again, this is like, these are like, what, we just got a couple new things. One thing that I'm going to just be completely honest about is like the last 2 or 3 updates have just been like not that good. And that's coming, and you know, I'm a little bit biased. I like my lower tier stuff, but I also like new things. I like just a complete change, complete update, rehash, refresh. What it feels like to me is they're just adding new vehicles and just kind of going, and if you notice, they're adding a ton of premiums. Let's kind of you know, flush out the way the game works, some of the issues, and then we can add the premiums, right? Because in my very limited knowledge, I mean, obviously I've never ran a company before, but wouldn't you want the game to work almost as flawlessly as possible and then add the premiums? But you know, it's, again, I don't know what's going on at Gaijin. I don't know, but that's just my biggest complaint is this stuff. It's just, it lacks a bit of polish. And then the last updates, there's been some pretty game-breaking bugs every update. I mean, that happens in every modern video game, but it's like, you know, you don't have to rush this stuff out, guys. Like let's get it right. Let's get it done. Let's create some new game modes. Let's create some new stuff, because at this point, we're playing the same game modes that we're playing 10 years ago. How long can we play these game modes again, right? We can add all the new vehicles we want, all the new visual effects we want, all that cool stuff. But you're not gonna, you know, you can't, but it's like, you know, putting makeup on a pig, where it's like, you know, why am I playing in Normandy in my, you know, in my M1 Abrams, with the same lanes that I've played 10 years, with no new objectives, no new fresh ideas, no new things that like make this game flourish. Because right now it's just starting to feel like they're just adding the cool vehicles to add the cool vehicles. But they have no objectives to place those vehicles. You know, it just needs to be more immersive, more dynamic. That's my nitpick. But we'll continue on. We'll continue on using. So it's like the visuals do look a bit better, but it does, the game still shows its age right here. It does look a bit better though, because these LODs would be like absolutely awful. So maybe they have some special settings that the trailer team has that we don't. Excellently shot, like just immaculately shot. Everything flows really well. Afterburners look wonderful. Just the lighting. I mean, the lighting looks pretty similar. I'm gonna say the lighting. It looks a little bit better, but it looks pretty similar. And they can also keep, again, they can fine tune. Oh, again, that looks really good. They can fine tune that stuff. So, okay, this leads me to believe it's hardware. I know we keep going back on this because it's not blurring this. Software would probably, unless it's really good software, it would get confused and blur the whites as well. So the fact that it doesn't leads me to believe it's software. But I know shots like this have, like this one, this motion blur looks a bit different. Good kind of dolly zoom there. It's like there's a very minute dolly zoom. You can see it. You know, kind of pulls back. Absolutely well shot. This, I know that was a pain getting set up. I just know unless they had the missile pre-recorded, that was, I know that this guy flying, that was going to be a pain to set up. Because you don't realize, like, I'm pretty sure that they use like actors and real people that play the game and fly to do this stuff. And as someone who coordinates a lot of his stuff, that is insanely hard to get right, you know? And I know I use my public community, but even in a private community with professionals, it's hard to get locked in. It really is hard to get locked in and to do, you know, there's a reason why, you know, you see a lot of single play and single stuff going on, because it's hard to get locked in. It's hard to get a formation. It's hard to do stuff. This is crazy, by the way. This is where the game shows its age, though. This is where the game shows its age. just the lack of fidelity in the desert. I mean, you can't really get high fidelity in the desert, but just the textures, the bushes, you know, this, you know, they hide it really well, but right, this is just the level of detail here. I mean, look at these bushes, right? It looks like little blobs. So that, you know, I think in the next update, they're just going to do a complete overhaul, at least I hope, of some certain visuals, some certain LOD. I mean, it's a video game at the end of the day. I'm asking, you know, I'm asking a lot. So I have to be aware of it, but, I hope they do just overhauls in general, just quality updates, new game modes, new maps, new stuff that'll make the game fresh. Because if you make the game fresh, people are more willing to buy it. But I think their business model is more spouted on frustration than anything else. But that's a topic for another day. This is crazy. This is just crazy. Yeah, their shakes are just really good, man. Their shakes are really good. I can't replicate it. I think they used DaVinci for that. Now I want to know from you guys, how the hell are they going to balance this thing? Right? Like, what are we doing here, Gaijin? What? This is obviously like, oh my God, look, stealth. And then people are going to, you know, a whole new wave is going to come in, right? But is that wave going to stay when they have to start in World War II tanks? But that's a topic for another discussion. How the hell are they going to balance this? What are they going to do? Because this is a complete support role, if I remember correctly. I don't think they have any anti-air missiles. I don't think they have anything of that regard. And it's stealth. So this is going to be really frustrating if it's not implemented properly for everyone involved. I'm anxious to see. What do you think? What do you think? How do you think it's going to play out, guys? I mean, I want to hear from you guys. But good, yeah. But you see that the shake is so natural, right? Mine is a bit Parkinson-y. But this is very natural, very natural shake. I just can't replicate it in After Effects. I've tried. Are these, I don't know what, are these guns? I don't want to say something and have gum go, actually that's the pedo tube. Okay, dude, like, I'm just reacting, all right? You know, this is really interesting. I don't know how this is going to play out. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think it's going to go? We don't care about this, but, yeah, I like how it's at the last bit of the trailer and everyone's like, yeah, I get it. It was only like a couple second shot. I mean, what, French Navy? All 5 naval players are going to be like, yeah, let's go, guys. French people, if you're watching, congratulations. But I'm not going to be making content about that. I will be making content about this. I'm going to be very interested to see what that looks like. But, you know, I don't do a lot of top tier stuff. But really well shot trailer. Really well color graded. You know, I always like shots like this where, you know, it's camera's rotating, a little Dutch angle going on. That was a really well shot. They did a really good speed ramp right there. You know, phew, you know, really good speed ramp, really professional. I look like I have a receding hairline. My God. But, God, I look yellow with this. Oh, God. The white balance is very off. But I think that'll be it for me. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for the new update? I'm personally kind of a take it or leave it. I'm not super hyped about it. It just depends on what they have to offer in terms of quality of life updates, because that's what I'm looking for ultimately right now. You can add all the vehicles in the world, but again, at the end of the day, you need to you need to add the back end for it to keep up. You need to add some new game modes. You need to add some new stuff, or else you're just putting makeup on a pig. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. First face cam video. Honestly, I don't know if it'll upload it, but if I do, then there you go. But I hope you enjoyed my kind of little assessment of it. And I'll see you all in the next video. I don't have my face cam on, but one thing that I was rewatching the trailer that I wanted to comment on is the immaculate sound design. Like right here, just really immersive, really good sound design. Whoever's the sound design guy, you did an excellent job. I just, dude, sounds so good. As someone who's a cinematic creator, sound is extraordinarily important, and I often fall short. So I'm really glad to see someone who doesn't fall short and actually do a really good sound mixing, sound design. I suck at it, but this guy or girl, whoever is doing this, absolutely immaculate sound design. Especially what's the part? Yeah, this stuff right here. Like, you know, very, you know, THX, just really crisp. You even have these little small tinkling of him bringing back the throttle. You know, like, you know, you can hear the clink clank of the flight suit. It's really good. But yeah,